Question: what do you need to create a groovy, driven, complex sounding bass line? Plugins, analog gear, some modular gear, maybe the latest, hottest synthesizer advertised in the latest, hottest music magazine. Of course, no offense, you can use that, whatever fits your needs, right? No offense. But for those who are limited, I wanted to share or show a little bit of a different approach in this video. Create bass lines with basically just some one-shot samples, and instead of using one-shot samples you could also use some found sounds, some recordings from the environment, and creating bass lines. So in this video I wanted to share some approaches on how to use one-shot samples and the free Max for Live device to create some groovy bass lines that are actually usable inside a track and not that difficult to create, right? Before I share the background story that led to this video, I quickly wanted to mention I wanted to give you something for free. A bass line is nothing with the kick that fits together with the bass line, right? So for that I want to give you my free soft but snappy Rominimal Ableton Live kick template. Now what is this? Basically this is something that you can smack into a MIDI channel inside Ableton Live, and then you have a highly adjustable template that you can tweak to your needs, to your bass line that is in your current project, right? So you can pitch it up, pitch it down, make it long, make it short, make it deep, rolling, whatever you like, right? And the best and coolest thing I found is that the pitch, the actual note, is written inside this plugin. Again, this is a template. You can start from that preset and then really adjust it to your very own needs. What this does is it saves you time, because you don't need to search for the right kick for the bassline that you're currently using inside your project file. So this is really a handy tool in my opinion, and it's 100% for free. Just click the download link below and then you can grab it for free as a gift from me to you for watching this video, because you're spending some time with me. Thanks. And now let's get to the story behind this video. Okay, so a couple of days ago I was recording some videos for a module that goes into my 4-week program that is basically a track finisher program that teaches people or producers to finish tracks on a constant basis without feeling frustrated. That's the background story, right? So I stumbled over 2 artists that really inspired me, and one was Burial, you probably heard of him, and the other one was Delia Derbyshire. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Basically what they were using were really limited tools. So basically Delia was a woman, and she used some found sounds like recordings from, I don't know, she took a bell, smacked something on it, and then she recorded it, pitched it up or pitched it down with some tape machines. And this was in the 1960s, right? There were no fancy computers, there were no synthesizer, nothing, just tape machines. And basically there's a documentary on YouTube, go and watch it, it's really inspiring, I found. Basically she was stitching the different recordings together into a piece of music, right? And she used different tape machines and hoped they were staying in sync, right? And created a piece of music out of that, of single recordings, one shots in that sense, right? And on the other hand there is a Burial that was in a newer time. There were already some computers, right, synthesizer, whatnot, but still he used limited gear and tools. So for example, he used samples that he sampled from a video game. He was a hardcore gamer, and then he put those pieces together in a very basic audio editing software called SoundForge, and there was not even a grid system, right? Like in Ableton there were no quantization grid like in bars or whatever. He just used those samples and light them out by hand, right? And used his ears to really make a groove out of that, right? There were no quantization, whatever, no 16 notes, whatever. He just used his ears and whatnot, right? So those 2 people or artists really inspired me to make this video, to limit myself a little bit And yeah, I thought, okay, why not using some one-shot samples and experiment a little bit and just yeah, make a bass line out of that. And the goal was not just make a simple bass line, but creating a little bit of a more complex sounding bass line by layering stuff on each other, and also using some yeah, macros and stuff. Yeah, that's what this video is all about. So you can adapt it. Again, you don't need to use fancy tools. You can, of course, if you want. Everything is cool as long as it fits your needs, as it satisfies you, of course. But for this video, I want to go step back a little bit and use simple tools like some one-shot samples and basically, again, a sequencer that is for free and Ableton Live. And yeah, let's jump over to Ableton. I was just experimenting, commenting, and recording the process, and I hope it's inspiring. And yeah, let's jump over to Ableton. Okay, so I want to make, yeah, a little experiment. Basically, I experimented a little bit with yeah, some Ableton stock sounds and wavetable, and with an arpeggiator, right? With the MIDI effect arpeggiator. Yeah, this is what I came up with. It's basically a bass line. Bass mono up to 125 Hertz. And yeah, let's listen it in context. I think I need to strip down some parts here. Yeah, just that you get the perspective. Now, my idea was actually for this video, I want to experiment maybe with the sample, one-shot sample, and out of that I want to create a bass line with this arpeggio maybe, and with MDD Snake. And to be honest, I just record this and I have no clue if it actually works. So I'm really experimenting from scratch. So let's see. Let's search for some one-shot samples. Yeah, let's go for something maybe funky. Let's make it funky here. Simple sample running here. Right. Now let's use a sequencer, MDD Snake. In order of notes, I want to play lower notes, so this is kind of the bar, basically the range, and then I simply hit random. And now let's see what this thing is already playing. I don't know. If I'm experimenting, I want to have something quick, so I always run with the randomization buttons if there are any available. Yeah, sounds already like shit, right? Yeah. works better probably, right? Let's add some hi-hats here maybe. Okay, so we have this bass line running a little bit. Okay, that's cool so far, I would say. What if we layer that? Don't know. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, just layering I would think works. Let's see what else we can layer on that. Maybe synth hits, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, I just experiment. Please don't be mad about me if it sounds shit. whole other vibe, I would say. Let's add some texture stuff. I don't know what I have running here. Yeah, I don't know, just some ideas. I don't know if you like that, but I just want to show you that it's totally possible to make bass lines with some one shots, you know. Let's use maybe something like a kick. I don't know. Kick. I'm looking for a long. This one maybe. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I think the combination could work. Right? It could also work with the simple kick sample, as you could just see. Yeah, again, basically I just used MDD Snake. You could see it. To wrap it up again, adding a little bit swing, then assigning some LFOs to different parameters. Let's just, for fun's sake, leave this one. Okay, if I would start a new track, I would probably stick to this kick here. I have another idea. Let's copy that. Now let's use just the kick on this one and this funky sound as kind of the bass line. Funky. This one, my idea was actually okay, I dabbled around a little bit more and what I want to do now is experiment and maybe make some layers of this bassline that we just created, right? Application of that. And now my idea is really to use some different shot samples maybe from basslines. Just quickly want to play some of them. So I've chosen a little bit different one shots from different flavors, and now I want to basically make kind of a chain. And now select all of them, distribute equal range, and now what I want to do is map this ruler here to a macro, and now I want to switch through the different samples. To create some kind of a variation, and I want to actually use a LFO to control that, like this. And I'm not sure, I think I go with random. Let's see. And now let's have a listen how this layer sounds. Just play the low end. Yeah, maybe we have too many elements here in the low end, I don't know. But just to show you, to give you a little bit of inspiration, to sum it up again, basically we have 3 different layers. Everyone is playing basically a one shot sample, and basically we have the same sequence running, duplicated 3 times, but then we changed up, I guess, forward. On some of them we changed up playback direction, and then we went on, and on the 3rd layer we basically used 6 samples, then we distributed them over a chain, and then we randomly triggered the different sounds to make kind of variation. And then we have here a kick that serves kind of a, yeah, low tom kind. Right. This is the main bass line, and this is the layer. Something like that, I don't know. Hi-hats. Making a quick little arrangement here. Live arrangement. Remember, this is the kick that we just created beforehand. Yeah, and so on, right? You get the idea, hopefully. I really like this kind of bell sound here. Should we sum it up again? So basically make use of the MDD Snake, and then grab a bunch of samples, maybe kick samples, to create some kind of a low tom running thing as a counter part to the main kick, maybe, you know. Right. Cool thing is you have the swing setting here, so we can make it really swing. Right, and then again we have a simple one-shot sample here, bassline. This one is from a Sila Pexi pack. Right, and we have another thing here, bell sound. This is Ableton stock stuff. Right. Triggering again with MDD Snake. Basically it's duplication. And then we have this funky, yeah, kind of funky. 6 sample one shot bassline that we trigger differently, randomly, the different samples here. Right, and then we layer them all together. I think it needs some EQ maybe. Yeah, the rest you know how it sounds, right? Simple as that. Hope you like it. Hope to see another video. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. All you need is Ableton, some recordings, audio, and your creativity. Nothing else, honestly. And by the way, if you haven't downloaded my soft but snappy Rominimal Ableton Live kick template, that's the one thing you need. Nothing else. Not just kidding. No, but a bassline that we just created is nothing with a nice kick, right? So I have another kick here that is also highly adjustable with the operator. But if you download my soft but snappy Ableton Live Rominimal Ableton Live kick template, you also have a kick template that you can really quickly adjust to your bassline with just a few clicks, honestly. And you even see the pitch in there. It's also a stock plugin from Ableton itself, but it's a preset that I made, so you can really quickly make either punchy, soft, deep kicks like I did here. Really, you don't need to search for any samples in order of the kick. Just smack this one on, and then you can adjust it to your very likings and to your project, and then you're ready to go.